I thought I'd just do a little video just to help you with this issue about your playing from the knuckle joint in your left hand. Okay, it's not uncommon, particularly in adults learning, for that to happen, and it's quite often the left hand and not the right hand. I don't know why, it just is very common. Okay, but we'll do the best we can. So to just help you keep your knuckles sort of hidden away in your hand, ideally you want to play from here, particularly this joint nearest the fingernail. So we're going to just work on that joint. Now, I find this difficult to do with all my fingers flat like that. I can't bend one finger without the other. So do one finger at a time, so I'll get it into view. One finger at a time is fine because we are working the fingers individually to strengthen them. So you have the finger flat like that, pressing the key down. And if with the other hand you just lightly press on the middle joint in the finger and push the finger forward so that it bends at that lowest joint nearest the nail, all right? And just work it backwards and forwards like that. So it's just to maintain flexibility in that joint and a little bit of strength and independence in that joint, okay? Now, as I say, it's most common for the knuckle issue to be your index finger, but we can work on the other fingers as well, why not? All right, so I'm pressing my middle finger down, just lightly pressing on the middle joint, and just using that other finger on the other hand, push the finger forward to raise that very lowest joint up like that. Okay, and you can do it with all your fingers if you want. All right. And you don't have to do this on the piano, you can do this on a table. So anywhere you've got a minute or two spare, think about it, just have a go at it. You could do it with your right hand as well, but I think at the moment the left hand is quite often the weak hand, so that's the one that we're working on. Now even the little finger, all right, work that one as well. Because the little finger, if I turn my hand, should still press with all the joints bent here and here. Shouldn't be playing with a flat finger, a straight finger rather, it should be bent like that, okay? So that's just one exercise to get flexibility in that joint, strengthen it a little bit as well. As far as playing, let's get my hand in view. A little playing exercise, if you just make sure the hand is very flat here, so the knuckles are hidden deep into your hand, all the other joints are bent. So I'm going to press my thumb down and hold it down on the key, and I'm just going to raise up and down my index finger quite high, quite firmly, much higher than you would normally use it when you play the piano. All right, but I'm keeping this knuckle down. All right, so though I'm bending from that joint, you can see the action of the hand going on there. I'm not playing from there, all right? I'm pressing from here, all right? And then you can even hold that one down, the index finger, and do the same thing with the left hand. It's quite a good general exercise anyway. All right, then hold the middle finger and do the same with the fourth finger. There will always be less movement in the fourth finger anyway. It's a bit more restricted. And then don't worry if your little finger comes up, mine does sometimes. And then hold your fourth finger down and practice the fifth finger, making sure you're keeping it bent as well. All right, so all good strengthening exercises, but particularly for that index finger. See, that's got the biggest range of movement as far as up and down is concerned on the hand. All right, you could also press all the fingers down, collapse that hand, all right, keep the keys down and just lift that index finger up and down, okay? So maybe have a think about doing those little exercises just for the time being, and we'll see how things go, okay?